mentioned, calling us scammers, calling us scams. Like, why would I make a whole story up about my apartment getting robbed? Why would I make a story up like that? You know, this is just what's happening, and as it's happening, I'm actually recording it. I'm actually letting you guys know what we're going through at the moment. So it really did hurt my heart, it hurt my spirit, my soul, to know that my own people that has been watching me, that's been watching our journey for a long time, they're now turning on us and now telling us that what we're saying is false. And that is absolutely wrong. I would not make this up. This is actually what's happening in our lives.
She see my video.
And the supporters that was there with us from day one, they've been following us. For those supporters that could just turn your back on us just like that because of what we're going through, how could you just turn your back on us just because we're going through something? This is where we absolutely need you at this moment.
Yeah, they didn't take money. Isn't that interesting though?
We didn't need you like that when we were doing so well and we were showing you all the great stuff, all the moments, all the countries that we've been visiting. We needed you then. We didn't really need you like that. We need you right now. This is where we actually need you. And for you to turn your back on us like this, it's sad. It is sad, and I'm addressing it because it's not right. It is not right for you to turn your back on us just because we're going through something that's actually real. That's when you're like, oh, I'm done with y'all. I'm gonna unfollow you guys. I don't want to have nothing to do with you guys. This is what someone said. I'm done watching you guys. Dismissed us just like that. Because of a misfortune, because of misfortunes that's happening to us, they're dismissing us. So who were you in the first place? Were you a supporter, or were you just supporting us because we looked like we had money? We were in a beautiful environment. We were showing you our beautiful apartment.
I don't think it's that,
we were showing you all of these beautiful, great things we were doing.
No, I don't think it's that.
Is that the only
The
time
fact that you didn't go to Texas, that's what people peed off about.
I can get all of these support. Is that the only
People's
time
peed off because you didn't go to Texas. That's what they're peed off about.
When people are going through something, this is when we need support. This is when we absolutely need you.
When you could have been in Texas now, even though the snow is cold over there.
We didn't have money for them to take.
No one's hating on you. People want you to progress.
You know what? Someone said, let me see.
No one's hating on you.
There was no money.
It's just
they didn't
iffy.
take any money because we don't have money for them to take.
It's iffy.
You know, and let me explain, right? The robbery that happened, it was a person that's actually doing, those people that go through garbage and they like scraps, they're trying to get scraps. So this person, whoever it was, they were going through the trash and it was scraps. They were going through to find scraps. So when we woke up, we saw our apartment, looking like that. When we went outside, we saw that at the garbage, there was like a bunch of like scraps everywhere. So my daughter's husband was like, oh, this person, whoever it was looking for scrap stuff. They were just going through people's garbage and they're looking for, scraps. So when they came, and they were going through our trash too. It was right on the porch. They went through our trash and they looked for scraps too. But they saw that the door was slightly open because of me. That was my fault.
Yeah, your naivety.
My daughter's husband.
So I'm saying you're naive. You're in Africa and you got to know what's going on. Can't just go over there.
He had to get medication. So we were.
Don't know what's going on in your area.
Because he can barely walk. Because he have other issue that the ulcer caused another issue that's making him hard to walk. So I'm literally trying to help him in the apartment. And I closed the door behind me. I didn't lock it. I just remember closing it in and helping him in the room. And we're here trying to help him, and we're doing all this stuff to help him. We get his medication, we're passing him stuff so he can get help. And then after that, it's getting late. So we're talking, it's getting late. We turned the lights off and closed the room door. Everybody went to sleep. So when we woke up, that's what we noticed when we woke up. But he usually don't really sleep. He usually stays up all night because he doesn't really want, he's trying to protect us because he's sick.
People's all for progress, honey. We like to see you win.
That happened because he he actually doesn't sleep. He's like one of those, like he's a soldier, like he's a real soldier, and he makes sure that his people are protected. So he doesn't really sleep. He's up. He's listening to music, but he's up 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. He's up. He doesn't go to sleep until like 6:30 a.m. But because of his sickness,
so you trusted someone in the house that you didn't know. Basically, that's what happened.
That would have never happened if he wasn't sick. So this is the reason why this all happened. So the door was slightly open, and he came in. The person came in, and they found pots and food right there in our living room area. That's where they found the stuff, and they went through it. They took what they needed to take.
It could have been worse.
Everything, and left.
It could have been worse.
They were looking for food. They took pots. They took our groceries. This is what they stole.
Yeah,
they
because pots now could have been something else.
Right outside too. And they stole our electric kettle because we had an electric kettle that we used to warm stuff up. They took that too. And believe it or not, they took our shoes. They actually stole our shoes too.
Can't be laughing about that. That could have been serious, girl.
Our shoes also. So all we left with is basically bedroom slippers at the moment.
Ain't funny.
And
could have been dead.
The
what are you talking?
Stuff, that's what we listed there. That's what they took. So I'm just grateful that our phones are still here.
It's iffy. Why have you? You wouldn't have devices. They would have taken the devices too.
We still have it, so we're grateful that, and of course our life, we're still good.
Yeah, exactly. You're lucky there.
It wasn't like one of those robberies where they came in at gunpoint, and not one of those.
Could have been worse.
It didn't happen like that. We just woke
up. It was all for progress. You just don't play people about.
This is what I saw when
because when you really need them now, they don't trust what you're saying.
Aggressive robbery like that. They just came in, took what they needed to get, and they were out. So I'm just grateful that it happened, that way. It wasn't supposed to happen at all, but I'm grateful that it happened where, we were asleep and no one got hurt. It wasn't anything like that. It's just that they stole what they needed to steal, and that's it. So left us with no pots right at the moment. They left us.
Can't be casual about that shit. That means if they can do that, they can do it again.
Because we had we just purchased like rice and pasta, so that can hold us over for like a week or so, and they just grabbed those because it was like 2 days. It was just 2 days old, so it was like basically stuff that was still new in there. So they just grabbed those and left with that, and that was it. I remember you. I remember when your phone was stolen in Costa Rica. I remember that. Wow.